Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on this YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, this is Real Talk Football, and today we are having some real talk for once. The channel doesn't contradict itself because we're talking about Frank Lampard and his current job situation. A bit of a weird one. I was baffled when I woke up this morning and he wasn't sacked, to be honest, and I'm a Chelsea fan, I love the man to bits, but the board are giving him a lot of breathing room, and this is something I'm not used to. But I actually just finished up watching Ruben Loftus-Cheek tonight. This video has gone up in the morning, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek was fantastic for Fulham against Man United. I would love if we recalled him. He might actually help our chances. But Frank Lampard, a lot of reports have come out today, and there's no conflicting reports. They're all saying the same thing. Frank Lampard is on borrowed time. He has max 3 games. I think these 3 games coming up: Wolves, Burnley and Spurs. If he doesn't win all 3 of them, I think he's sacked. And the board have come out, Sky Sports have said, the board have come out and said if results and performances don't improve, then he's sacked. That's obvious. I mean, everyone knows that. And then you have sources like Matt Law coming out and saying Nagelsmann is the number 1 target, but he won't come until the summer. So I don't think Chelsea want an interim. The Independent are reporting that they don't want an interim. And then there's some other people reporting that Frank Lampard has time. So it's clear there's no conflicting reports here. Frank Lampard has 2, max 3 games, and he must win all 3 of them, or else he's got the bullet. And it's another manager that bites the dust. You have to ask yourself, when will this cycle end, or will it ever end, of sacking managers? Because throughout my years supporting Chelsea, I'm 20 years old. Wow, that's baffling for me to say, but throughout my last 15-16 years supporting this club, there's been a lot of ups and there's been a lot of downs, and what Chelsea like to do, it's a cycle. So when a manager doesn't do well for a few games, they sack him and then they get the bounce. It's a reoccurring cycle. They keep getting the bounce, and a manager comes in, implements a new system, a new philosophy, they get the bounce. The players get the bounce. It's player power. That's the way it's always worked at Chelsea. It has never been a manager and player mutual system where they get a system together, they play well with that system for multiple years. You look at Fergie, you look at Arsene Wenger, you look at Jurgen Klopp now at Liverpool, Pep Guardiola now at Man City. These managers have all implemented systems, philosophies, and they're sticking by them. The owners are sticking by them, and the players are sticking by them. There's no player power. At Chelsea, it hasn't worked that way. You look at Sarri, he hasn't gotten time. Yeah, he was going to implement a new system. He was our change of manager, and he was gone after a year. So it just hasn't ever worked out. Where we've got a manager, we've stuck by him. The fans have stuck by him, the players have stuck by him, and we go and we win multiple trophies. It hasn't worked out that way. It's always been sack the manager, get the bounce. Sack the manager, get the bounce. But to be honest, people, I think that's caught up on us, and I don't think this spine of players we have right now, first of all, they're too young, okay? There's no experience in there, no title winning experience. There's so many players on this team that haven't won titles before. That alone suggests that they won't have the power to bounce after this manager's gone, and they won't have the power to win trophies when this manager's gone and we bring in an interim. So that's why I'd be heavily against getting an interim manager and backing Frank Lampard for now until we get the right person in. Especially like with results going the way they are, I'm kind of in favour of letting Lampard go if they keep going this way. But at this point, man, I don't see the point in getting an interim. It's a waste of money. You have to sack the manager, that's 6-7 million down the drain. The argument will be we haven't had any improvement in a long time, and I completely understand that, but I think part of it as well is that the players have stopped trying because they've down tools, because they're hearing the manager's going to leave. It's all in the media. The fans are going mad on Twitter. They're seeing all this shit and they've down tools because they know the manager's going to get sacked. They don't want to play for him anymore. And that's what we saw yesterday. They played shit against Leicester. It cost us. We lost the game 2-0. No effort. No cohesion in attack. The players don't look like they don't give a fuck. So I think a lot of this and a lot of these problems we're experiencing now, and we will experience in the future, because trust me, when we get rid of the new manager, it's not just going to flip like that. The same problem's going to be had with a new system, and a new system the manager tries to implement before he might get sacked again. You don't know. So I think if we are to get a new manager in, and this is what the fans want, I kind of want another year. Considering the circumstances, considering this is a COVID-stricken year, this is the sort of things that we don't take into account as fans of a football club. The stuff behind the scenes, and I'm not using that as the main excuse, but that has partly contributed to this. But also the fact that we have not got a pre-season with 6 of the players we brought in, 7 of the players we got in. Frank Lampard had not had a chance at a pre-season. He didn't get that chance, and I think this is something that fans who want the manager out right off the bat this season have not taken into account. When you bring these 6 players in, they need to integrate with the squad, and all these squad members that were here last year have been here before, so it's not the same. And if I'm honest, I think we signed too many players. I think that was the big problem here. This is the main reason why he's not succeeding. This is the main reason why Frank Lampard has struggled, because he can't get these players to gel together, and that's the problem. That is the big problem. He shouldn't have signed this many players, and it's his own fault if he gets sacked. But I think it's about time we just stuck it out and we let it ride, because it is a COVID season after all, and Nagelsmann won't come in the middle of the season. He's just not going to come, and we'll end up with Tuchel, who fans mightn't like as much and who might take more time to implement a philosophy. So there you go. Those are the reasons why I would prefer if we kept Lampard on for another 6 months. I don't know if any of you agreed with this, because there's a lot of Chelsea fans who wouldn't. I understand the frustration, and I understand bringing a new manager in. Personally, I wouldn't be against it myself if results keep going the way they are, but I would give Lampard a chance. I wouldn't give up on him yet. He has Wolves, he has Sheffield, needs to win them games, needs to beat Spurs. Once he gets over them few games, then we'll see where we are. But for now, the board are sticking with him, and we'll see what happens, man. I could wake up tomorrow and he could be sacked. I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have anything you disagree with, let me know and I'll address it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.